Ladies and gentlemen, Cypher Sounds here. Welcome to Cypher's Comedy Corner. Comedy Corner. I got Lil Rel with me from Chicago.
What up?
The name of my show is Cypher's Comedy Corner.
Right. Because I keep saying corner like that.
I don't know what to name the show. So that's what I'm going with for now. By the end of the show, you have to think of a name. And one day, whoever comes up with the best name is going to win. So far, Ricky Smiley, Charlie Murphy's name was Traca, a couple other people. So for now, it's Comedy Corner.
I just like how you put the question mark.
All question marks.
Is it Comedy Corner?
Because it's a corner. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a...
Yeah.
And you're a comedian, so I just... Anyway, listen, catch this man if you're in New York City. He's at Gotham Comedy Club tonight. If you're watching this on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it's July 20-something, 27, 28, 20 some shit. So go check him out. Also, he's gonna be tonight live on Access TV. I did that show. It's a comedy show from Gotham Comedy Club, Gotham Live, and it's like a real live comedy show. It's not taped. If you mess up, you got to roll with it. So it's mad fun.
I can't wait to do it. Actually, this is my first time working with Charlie Murphy too. So
yeah, he's hosting, right?
Yeah,
he's a good dude.
Yeah, man, do your stuff, man. You're gonna be alright. All right, we'll see.
So give me a rundown, like
Well, I'm from Chicago. Right. This is fun being here. The last few years has been off the chain for your boy.
Really?
Last year I got a chance to do the In Living Color reboot and work with Keenan Ivory Wayans and
Get
do
out
that
of here.
thing, and which is why stuff started picking up or whatever. And
even though the show didn't
it
look like it's happening.
No, I mean, I thought we taped something that was really good.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, but at the end of the day, man, I don't know what happened between Fox and Keenan.
Really?
All I know is I had a great time. I learned a lot.
What was it? L.A.?
We shot in L.A. Yep.
Who else was on there?
Jermaine Fowler, who lives out here. Jennifer Bartels. Sidney Castillo. Who else was on there? Damon Wayans Jr. Shantae Wayans. So they kept it family too.
Yeah.
So it was fun, man. It was Callie Hawk. She did it. So it was fun.
And you was with, like, Keenan was there every day?
Keenan was there every day. Sat down with all of us, especially when he first casted us, and let us know what bits he liked and which one of those bits could become sketches that he liked or whatever. So that was one of the greatest months ever. Right.
That's dope. That's I tried out for that show. I guess there was no Latino. There was no Latino. I need a Latino living color.
We had a Latin guy. What was his name?
What was his name? Exactly. You don't know his name.
He was funny though, but I forgot his name. That's terrible, man. I'm sorry, bro. That was a year ago. So
racist. Chicago. I was just in Chicago. I did some comedy with my boy Colin Kane, and then I went over to the Laugh Factory.
Right.
Some funny comedians there that night. What's going on in Chicago right now? First, comedy wise, then we're gonna talk about the streets.
Right, we could talk about all that. Comedy wise, comedy is one of the stand-up comedy in Chicago is like one of the best places to do it. And I think it's underrated because we're not as big as like a New York, which has 1 million clubs. But we might not have all those clubs, but the opportunities are there. Just for Last Festival has been there the last 3 years, which helps you get to Montreal or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Jokes and Notes Comedy Club, which is my home base, the Comedy Bar. Jim Belushi just bought that. And it's just a lot of spots. You got the Laugh Factory. It's just like, and it's heat. Like you have to come with it. You can't be okay in Chicago.
Right. What about like where did Bernie Mac come from? Like he wasn't in like comedy clubs. He was like in the
because it wasn't really any at the time. All Jokes Aside, which the same owner that owns Jokes and Notes now, they started All Jokes Aside with Bernie and Steve. That was the first black club, urban club, really in the Midwest at that time. Yeah, they got a documentary and everything for it called All Jokes Aside. It's really good.
Oh, about that club?
Yep.
Really?
And Bernie and all those guys talking about it. So Bernie had a place called Millionaires. So it was like a little lounge, but it was like.
Did you see the documentary?
Yeah.
About Bernie, like he had like the band playing with him and all that.
It was off. It was like it was like a line to get in that place. You talking about Shaq was coming, Mike, Juanita used to come out there. Like Bernie Bernie was already almost a star really before
yeah.
Def Jam got to know him. So that's really how he got that. Winnie the Miller and all that stuff. Like, I'm real good friends with his daughter, so like I asked like a million questions.
That little girl from the TV show?
No, not the little, his real daughter.
Oh, okay.
His real daughter, man. He said the little girl from the TV. You really thought those was his kids?
I thought those was his kids. I don't know. I don't know how Hollywood works, yo. Fuck, man.
They casting people real family. They don't reality
keep the budget down, you know what I mean?
That's hilarious. Oh, he got a real daughter, man.
What does she do?
Janice does a lot. Like, she does a lot of like speaking. She's really funny, bro. Like,
really?
I wish she would do comedy.
She don't do comedy though.
She don't do it. She does a lot of motivational speaking. She's really dope. She writes. Like, I'm a big fan of her and friend. I met her really by chance. I was hosting something at the Black Women's Expo in Chicago. I was like the only man there, like, for real. And I went to they had like a Bernie Mac Foundation thing, and I walked in the room. It was literally all women, and then me, like, just sitting there. So look, I stood up like, "That's Lil Rel." And they was telling the story about what happened. Her mom was there, how they met, and everything, and then even just to the death part. Like, I'm in there, crying and stuff. Damn. But but we met after that and just talked, and she thought it was cool that I even just came over there and just chilled, like, especially if it's a Black Women's Expo. But I don't know. I'm glad I met her, man. Like, she has the advice she gives me. It's basically everything her father told her. So I ask a lot of questions, bro.
So you'll get like the insight that he was giving her.
Yes, yep.
And she'll
give it to me. I'm talking about from marriage stuff, everything. So it's
give me one. Give me one.
Some of the stuff is personal, man. But one of the dopest things she told me was, because I remember going through this in Chicago for a second, where, and not even just in Chicago, in the game, where at some point you start seeing people, start to sound like you. I saw people taping specials and stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, whoa, hey. Really? And it's a tough thing when you're going through that transition, but then she was telling me how Bernie went through the same thing at some point, which you can actually see it if you're really a comedy person, when people started sounding like Bernie Mac.
Before he popped off?
Even when he just started popping. So maybe just you could see it, what I mean? You can still see it. It's even deeper now when you watch it, but it's kind of like, if people really respect what you're doing, you're the hot person, especially in your city, that's what's gonna happen. Right. So that was the biggest lesson I learned. People can. So
what's the lesson though? Like, how do you deal with it?
Just keep going hard. Yeah. People can kind of bite a little something, but if your characters and your stories come from a real place, right, they can do that all they want to, but it ain't gonna be the same thing.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I watch that Bernie Mac on Def Jam at least once a week, just to like. Well, I watched it.
You heard the background story.
That's what I'm saying. I watched the original one just because how he tore it down. Then when you listen to the backstory, there was a dude on right before him that got booed off. Booed off the stage. So that's why he kept saying, "I ain't scared of that motherfucker." Right. That's genius.
That's one of those moments in comedy.
But we didn't know that for how long? But 15 years.
I thought that was a part of his routine.
Right. I thought that was just his normal thing. He made that up on the spot.
When I found that out, I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's amazing. I want to get to somewhere where I do that. So another thing about Chicago, I'm heavily into improv comedy. Right. Chicago's like the birthplace of that. Right. Do you do anything involving improv, or is that too white for you? No, it's a very white art form.
Yeah, well, that's what they make it look like. I've been to Second City. I actually had a Second City scholarship from Puma and went there. And to be honest with you, working with those sketch actors and improvers made me a better comic. Right. As funny as I thought I was until I saw these dudes naturally just doing scenes.
Like,
damn. Right. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it made me a better comic actually going to Second City, and which is why I got into the sketch more or less. Like, I don't know if you know about All Def Digital, the Russell Simmons project. He's doing all these. He's giving deals for web series. Yes. So I have a web series I'm doing with All Def Digital. It's a sketch show called the Lil Rel Show, and I'm excited because I'm going to bring in a lot of the comics that people don't know about in Chicago. I'm going to give them a look and throw them in the sketches. And it's going to be hilarious. Sketch comedy, I'm glad that this is our chance to feature it, not just on the stages in Chicago, but it's going to be to a national audience. So it's going to be dope, man.
So you did some improv and stuff.
Yeah, man. I do improv, sketch, that's how I got In Living Color, really. You know what I mean? I was a comic that had that skill too, which is what Keenan was looking for at the time. So
now, something that's not funny,
right?
Lil Rel, the streets of Chicago. What the fuck is going on out there?
Well, this is I have a strong opinion about it.
Please,
because it's honestly, this is nothing new. You know, I grew up. This is where I'm from, and when I was in high school, this was in the '90s. Man, it was like, I don't want to say it. It's not the. It ain't even a brand, but like people were getting killed. Like I at least had classmates every year. At least 2 of them get killed, and it wasn't on the news and it wasn't featured at the time. You know, everything in Chicago's about politics, and you know, when we had a certain mayor in office the first time, none of this stuff made the news. But when Barack Obama became president and Chicago was featured as the, you know, that's when you saw everything. All the killings. Like, man, they been doing this. I thought it was worse in the 90s. To be honest, I still think it was worse in the 90s. I really believe that.
Well,
I don't
why
think it's
is
no
it
different.
then? There's nothing to the numbers being higher lately, or
I'm telling you, man, it's political. I mean, why you think you if you look at everything that's happening in the news in Chicago and Illinois, when now all these politicians are getting in trouble and they getting caught, that's what it was all about. And things are totally different now because the politics is changing. So now everything is being exposed. I'm like, damn, why y'all ain't start this body count? Yeah. When it was a lot of people, like kids dying for real.
But there's nothing to the fact I'm hearing, like, because like there was like a program where they tore down all the projects because the projects basically got run over by gangs.
That ain't got,
and then the people
because it ain't even about gangs no more, bro. Everything is about money. You know, it's more like the gangs is not as strong as they used to be. You know, a lot of the OGs is locked up. You know, because we talking about young people leading gangs, right. And when you have that going on, that it's no wisdom. It's no order. I heard
a lot of OGs are coming home lately though.
And they ain't got no, but they won't get no respect. These young dudes don't care about, because the system was already messed up in between that time they was gone. So now they coming back, hey man, they're like, okay, damn, what? And then too, it goes back. Like,
you want what cornerback?
I'm gonna tell you something funny. When I did my half-hour special, I got a joke I did on my Comedy Central half-hour about, it's a joke I do about this little boy named Lil Larry, right? I talk about how like hood rats are terrible mothers. And them kids basically raised themselves. Now it's a funny joke, but it was kind of me explaining to you what's going on. When you got a bunch of kids raising themselves, right? The mindset is they trying to think like adults, but they not adults yet, right? And they're doing everything fast. You know, everything is almost on survival mode for no reason. No kid should be in survival mode. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's definitely survival mode.
And that's exactly what I mean. This is the generation of kids that had really bad parents. This is the worst of the baby mama, baby daddy generation.
Yes, I agree. It's pretty bad.
I think it's good. I think change is coming as far as like I'm not saying that generation is lost.
They call it the second city because the first time there was like a big fire, like a famous big fire in Chicago.
Right.
Just burn it again. Just burn it over. Start over.
No, I don't think that should happen. I think that's
burn it down.
Very bad advice.
Just let it go. Clean out the whole thing. Why don't you move everybody to Gary?
Try to start Armageddon.
Move everybody to Gary, Indiana for 3 months. Burn it down, rebuild it, and freshen up.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's tough because they only killing each other in the same neighborhoods. I mean, that's why you hear white people, oh my God, the killings. Oh, I'm gonna go shopping on Michigan Avenue and nothing's gonna happen.
And be fine.
Yeah. So I mean it's happening, but it's all in the same blocks. And everything is really about money at the end of the day. And that's the tough part. All this stuff is because of money. It ain't just senseless, dope money.
Anybody hitting you up for some money? They see
to
you
my
on
family?
TV? Whoever.
You know what's funny? If you start out being mean at first.
Oh, you start off mean.
Yeah. Learn to say no early, even if you ain't got, like when it's little. Like, man, can I get $5? Nope. If you start early, nobody won't bother you. I promise you. Like, no, I ain't gonna ask you. They don't even want to do. I don't even want to ask you for nothing. Good. Thank you. Glad you had an attitude, because you know I'm gonna say no.
All right. So what happens this week at Gotham?
I'm excited to be headlining all weekend. This is gonna be I'm excited about doing Gotham. Like I've been doing like the improv run, and this is my first headlining run around the country or whatever the last 4 or 5 months. So this is just my introduction, really, man. I got a lot going on. I'm really excited. You know, Gotham this weekend. It's kind of like you're gonna get a preview of what I'm getting ready for my next special, which is gonna be an hour special, and I'm really excited, bro. This is, you know, I don't know, man. I don't want to get all spiritual, but I just love how God works, bro. Like you know, you had these visions and dreams, and then you start seeing them, you know, they come to pass or whatever. Which, you know, I be trying to tell young people that without trying to sound corny.
Yeah.
But it's really just have a dream, man. Like, it ain't like it ain't no rocket science.
Yeah.
Just believe in your dream, work hard, and then stuff happens.
Have you ever experienced any of the New York ladies? Are you gonna test some of that out?
No, you know.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm out the game.
Out the game, huh?
Can't. You know. Yeah.
Lock it down, huh?
look. I ain't did nothing. CIPHA'S talking that. No,
well, New York is a melting pot.
They kind of mean though, man. Like,
you're catching them at the wrong time. What, are you trying to talk to them at rush hour? Don't fucking talk to them at rush hour.
What? Like, back in my
they want to get home.
I don't know, man. It's like you got to be a jerk to pull one of them. Like, you can't be, hey, how you doing? Excuse me? You're like, all right, never mind. Just speaking.
I was gonna see if there was a nice Dominican girl.
Stylish, mean women.
Stylish,
very stylish.
Yeah.
But damn, they could be mean.
Seems like you tried and didn't work out.
I mean, yes, I've shot my shot a few times being out here, and I mean, not recently. You know,
no. How long you been like locked deep?
This would be our 5th year.
5th year married.
Yeah, man. Marriage is a grind, bro. But it's worth it though. I wouldn't want it any other way, to be honest with you. I don't think I want to be single again. I ain't got the patience. You got to deal with.
How's your wife deal with the comedy?
I mean, she's fine with that. She's just
traveling and all that?
She participates, like, with the All Def Digital show. She's one of the writers on the show with me.
Oh, she's a comedian too?
She's not, no, but she's a great writer though.
Really?
And makeup artist, and she does everything. So I think the biggest mature lesson I learned is to, you know, help enhance her gifts too. You know what I mean? And it can't just be about me, which, you know, at first it was. I ain't gonna lie. But you like, no, I got to support her dream also, and I found a way to include her into everything I'm doing too. So, and it's making everything easier at home and everything.
Sound very well trained.
I'm a wise guy, man. You know, I'm a pretty wise.
Yo, my wife better not tell me nothing. I do what I want, when I want, fall back, play dead. I ain't going for that bullshit. All right.
It's hilarious.
Wait, you hear that? It's my stuff being thrown out the 3rd floor window.
That's hilarious.
She's at work right now. Oh, word? Okay. Got something for your ass. All right, so look, Gotham Comedy Club. Go check out Lil Rel. He's on the Failed in Living Color. He's from Chirac.
I'm not finished. Look, Comedy Central, Legion of Goons. Okay, we just
What's
finished
that?
shooting. That's the pilot we just finished shooting. I was telling you, I stay here.
Legion of Goons.
Legion of Goons. So we just finished doing
what is
intros.
That?
It's a sketch show. You know what's funny? I angrily wanted to do our own show when I found out Living Color was to get picked up. I was in Montreal just running my mouth like, man, we should do our own damn show. And then like they're like, okay. I'm like, oh, yeah. You know, I'm just talking. But, you know, 3 Arts, big ups to 3 Arts for making that happen. And, you know, they got us to deal with Comedy Central, do a pilot. We shot it. We just shot the intros last week. Ali Leroy, who's done the Bernie Mac show, the Chris Rock show, and everybody hates Chris, directed it. He was our showrunner or whatever. So, man, I think it's dope. It's a sketch show, but it's not like a regular sketch show. You know, on this sketch show, Legion of Goons, like the one sketch makes the world happen in our sketch show. So that one sketch leads to all the other sketches. It's real, it's real dope. So it's a unique thing.
Who, before you leave, who do you want to hate on from Chicago? Give me some hate. I need something to spice this up.
Somebody I want to hate on.
You like Hannibal?
Yeah, that's one of my good friends.
Hate on him. Just
hate on Hannibal. I say one thing I hate about Hannibal is how he downplay his success. That's what I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, I'll call him like, hey, man, congratulations. Like,
when he was up here with his fucked up headphones, like, buy some new headphones, Hannibal.
He was acting like he ain't got no money. You know, he got all these deals.
Well, he's doing it right.
Hannibal, but it's so unenthused. Like, when I found out I had a pilot, I was excited, right? And I remember calling him like, yo, I'm seeing this stuff, I'm reading, man, bro. You got like this bundle deal. Like, yeah, but now I got to write a show.
Who else from Chicago? Who else can we hate on?
I don't want to hate on nobody from Chicago, man.
Midwest hate.
Damn, I'm not a hater.
Give me some good hate.
Who do I want to hate on? I don't want to hate on nobody from Chicago.
Leon Rogers.
I'm not gonna hate on Leon, but I would say this. You know, y'all need to have me in the studio.
Oh, he don't have you on the radio?
Nah, they don't have me.
What's up, yo, Leon? What's up?
They've interviewed me. They interviewed me for my half hour on the phone, and I was down the street from the station. I don't know why I couldn't come in. What happened? So I think y'all done had everybody else sitting at that station. All right.
Okay, we found something. We working with something.
Get Lil Rel in the station. All right. Nobody ain't starting nothing, but that's just the damn truth.
Tony still up there?
Tony's still up. Both of y'all.
Let's go. What's up?
Let me sit in the studio.
Okay, this is good. The hate's starting to bubble up. Hate's starting to bubble up. Chi-Town. Who hate on R. Kelly? R. Kelly.
I be saying I'm gonna hate on the spike jacket he had on the BET Awards. Now you got everybody walking around with different spike stuff on, thinking it's cool. That guys wear spike hats, they wear spike gloves with the fingers cut out. Damn, R. Kelly, why you start that? And also, I want to hate on Trey Songz because you stole R. Kelly's style.
Hey, whoa,
I'm sorry, I said it.
Oh, okay.
I'm from Chicago. That's how we all feel.
He didn't steal it.
He sounds just like him, man.
R. Kelly.
Let me tell you what the problem.
Style up in the closet
but Trey didn't really get that man no props, and he sounds just like.
Now I gotta jump in. Joking around, cool, but for real, he bigs up R. Kelly a lot.
When
he does.
So when they was why did that? Because he ain't doing nowhere else.
No, he does.
That's why he started beefing.
There was a little beef, but he was working with R. Kelly in the beginning, and they said it got weird.
I think R. Kelly is weird. Like on some.
You think?
Like I remember I did stand-in work for Trapped in the Closet, right? And it was I don't know who Shorty was. Maybe I could be. I'm talking about this. But I guess there was like his dancer or something. And all he saw was this conversation in between. But I could see him looking like this.
Who the fuck you talking to?
And he called her over there, right? So I went to talk to her again next break, and she would not talk to me. I'm like, damn, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? It was so weird.
Yo, I'm a huge R. Kelly fan. I went to his house for when I used to be on MTV. We went to shoot at his house. You know what? I just remembered I signed a confidentiality agreement. I can't even talk about it. So, what's up, Kels? One more person from Chicago. Let's see. Who can we hate? Hate on somebody good.
I don't want to hate on nobody.
Hate, man. Hate. Because I'm from Chicago.
I'm going to hate on anybody that hate on Derrick Rose. That's what I'm hating on.
Oh, what about, I know who's from Chicago. What's his name's baby mom's? Who? The dude, Dwayne Wade.
Oh, damn,
Did you see his baby moms on the internet?
Look, I tell y'all, my brother was the first person to take a picture of her with that D Wade sign thing, because she was right down to like where the courthouse is. I'm kind of hating on her, man, because you was getting $25,000 a month, and you're homeless.
Yeah, where's that money?
They say he just gave her $5 million, man. Like, what she know, bro? Like, for you to do that, she knows something else too.
$5 million.
He just gave her $5 million like the other day just to shut up.
Is she single?
Yeah, she is. Nobody want her, dude. She insane, bro.
So what do you mean? Insane girls know how to put it down in the bedroom.
That's cool, bro. Not anybody that sleep on the ground that actually have a house to make it seem like they homeless. She crazy, fam.
I bet you should suck it down to a raisin. You know what? This interview is going too far. I'm gonna leave now. Lil Rel, Gotham Comedy Club all weekend long. Also, you want to find them in other cities. How do they find you?
Go to my website, www.lilrel.com, man. Also, shout out to Kevin Hart for letting me be at the end to let me explain. I wasn't doing nothing but hanging out with him and dancing in Montreal, but people act like it's a big deal. But thanks, fam.
Turn up.
Appreciate it.
And if you could just name this show.
What show?
This show that we're on, CIPHA'S Comedy Corner?
CIPHA'S Comedy Couches.
Okay, another fail. We'll stick with Corner.
Corner's a good name. I don't know why. What's wrong with? Why do you keep disputing it? It ain't nothing else you can say. Like
it's the worst name ever, but it's better than the couches.
But that's what we sitting on. We sitting at couches in the corner.
Comedy Couch Corner. Corner couches.
Comedy
L shape. The L shape.
The real comedy corner? L word.
All right, I'm gonna go now.
Sorry.